What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time viewing one of my episodes, welcome to my channel. My name's Jonathan, aka Salty. I'm a captain here out of Anna Maria Island, Florida, and today, well, the cops showed up at my house. This episode, I wanted to share with you guys how it all unfolded.
Captain Salty. My name is. I have a bag here. There's some stuff in it. Salty's bag, Salty's fishing bag. Would you give me a call? I'm trying to find out if this may be your bag. Got some things in it that may have been stolen. Give me a call. Thank you.
Well, first I got a phone call from this random guy. He actually called me up saying that, hey, I found this bag in my son's room and it might be yours. Of course, I lost it on the phone. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I had levels of excitement, disbelief. I wasn't sure what to think about it because it was just some random guy telling me that he found my backpack in his son's room and he believes it's mine. And at the same time of it being unbelievable that he found it, there was a ton of questions rolling through my mind, like, why is he calling me, telling me that his son stole my backpack? Well, long story short, guys, this guy's son has been in heaps of trouble lately. He has been getting in trouble left and right with the law, with stealing things lately. The cops showed up at my house. Hey. It is I. Look at the logo. Does it look familiar?
So
Hi,
the
how's?
bag would have been in that truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it registered to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have your ID on you?
He had to go through the process on giving it back to the police department, which is why they showed up at my house. They showed up at my house with the bag. They actually went one by one through the items that were missing, just for the sake of just not throwing somebody under the bus and putting somebody's name on blast. That's just not the person that I am. I'm grateful and I'm thankful that this guy called me up. I got the majority of it back, guys, and I am through the roof excited, guys. Like, praise God for this happening. This dad found my bag in a room, and thankfully I had my business name on the bag, and that's how he contacted me. That's how he found me to call me back. As the police officers were at my house, which by the way were amazing to work with, they were very nice people. They just, at the end of the day, they just want things to be right. The dad wants his son to learn a lesson, and I understand that. I get that. And the police department want this specific kid to learn a lesson because he's been stealing a number of things, and they say that pressing charges is gonna be the only way that he learns his lesson. While they were here, I said, look, you know, I'd really love to be able to have the opportunity to show this kid what it takes to make the money in order to buy things like this. Like, this camera equipment is not cheap. Like, they had to go line by line with me through all the camera equipment, and it's not cheap. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and a lot of time in order to have these things like camera equipment and stuff, or whatever it may be. So I just said, you know, I'd love the opportunity to be able to show him how much hard work it takes. And the officer said, you know, that doesn't matter to these kids that are stealing stuff. And I don't know how much of that I believe. I'm, like I said, you know, I can say nothing but good things about the officers and of his dad for coming forward to me and calling me up and telling me that his son stole the stuff. But I believe that there is different ways to approach things. And I just believe that God is bigger and stronger than all these things going on in this world, no matter how big they may be. You know, I'm going to pray for this kid's heart. I'm going to pray for his mind. I hope that you guys can join with me in that. His dad, actually, his own dad literally was practically begging me on the phone to press charges on his own son. Not because he wants bad for his son, but ultimately because he wants his son to learn a lesson. And you know, after thinking about this, and just after thinking about like the grace that was given to me by getting my stuff back, I honestly, I don't know if that's the right route to take, although pressing through with that route might get everything, you know, back, whatever, like material wise. Sometimes I feel like pressing harder on somebody that does something wrong or is doing something wrong is not always the answer. My answer in this is I'm literally going to, because the kid is, like I said, in heaps of trouble with other things, and they have him in jail or in juvenile because apparently he's very young. I'm gonna choose prayer through this because I believe that prayer got my bag back through the works of other people, obviously. I am going to pray for change to happen in this kid's heart, and I'm gonna pray for that in his mind. I have the majority of my camera gear back. I have the footage that oh my goodness, guys. I got the footage that I lost. And that is seriously, that's the most important thing to me out of all this. Speaking of which, I'm gonna abrupt this series, that it's not gonna be a series of these, you know, of the stolen equipment episode, because in my mind it's over. And it's behind me, and I have forgiven the situation. So from this point on, I'm gonna recreate the videos. Sailfish coming soon. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this episode, and we'll see you next time.